Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, today our topic is median. Median is the middle value of the data. And the data should be arranged, and these values or data should be arranged in ascending or descending order. Here you notice that the 2 points, one is the middle value of the data and the other that the values should be arranged in ascending or descending order. Ascending means the values are arranged from smaller to greater values, and descending means the data is arranged from greater values to the smaller values. For example, suppose you have some values 1, 4, 3, 2, 8, 5. First, you arrange this data in either ascending or descending order. Let's suppose here we arrange this data in ascending order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. After arranging this data, you come to know this data is divided into two equal parts. 50% of these values are in a smaller values which contains the smaller observations, and 50% of the values have greater observations. Now the question is that how we find the median of this data, or this data is ungrouped data. We have two formulas for ungrouped data. First, for odd numbers. For odd numbers, we have this formula. Median. Here, one point is also noted that if the median, we show that median, then the line is represented by some twisted line. The x bar, this is straight line which is for mean, and for median, this is a distinguish between these two values. This sign symbol is for mean, and this symbol is for median. Median for odd numbers n plus 1 divided by 2th values, and for even number of observations, median y or x whatever 1/2 n by 2th value plus n plus 2 divided by 2th value. These are the two formulas for ungrouped data. For one for is the odd numbers and one for is the even numbers. Now we practice all this with the help of some examples. You will clearly understand, inshallah. Suppose we have this example. Here the first part of this example contain the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here n is the odd numbers. We will use the formula for odd number values, n plus 1 divided by 2th values. The first step is that we must arrange this data in order, either in ascending or descending order. Here we arrange the data in ascending order. Look at this data carefully. Which one is the smallest values? 84.60. We put it here 1, and the other second value is 88.03. Fourth value is 94.50. Fifth value is this, and this fourth value, and this is the fifth value. We arrange this data and observe this data is in odd numbers, so we put the formula for the odd observations. Median is equal to n plus 1 divided by 2th value. N is 5. Put n is 5 here. This becomes 6 by 2. 6 by 2 is the third value, and the third value we count from here. This is the first value, this is the second, and this one is the third value. The third value is 94.50, which is called median. And now go for the second example. Here the values are 10 values, and are the 10. First you should arrange the data. Here we arrange the data. The data is an array. Is an array means this data is arranged. Now we put the formula for even numbers because n is here even. Y hat is equal to 1 by 2 n by 2th plus n plus 2 divided by 2th values. Here 1 by 2, n by 2, n is here 10, 10 by 2 plus 10 plus 2 divided by 2th value, 1 over 2, 10 it means 5th value plus 6th value. 10 plus 2, 12. After 12 it becomes 6th value. Now we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 value is 89. This is the 5th value and 90 is the 6th value. We put here in our formula 1 over 2. This is the 5th value 89 plus 90. We take the sum of both values and divided by 2 becomes the we get the median for even numbers. Hopefully you will clearly understand how we calculate the median for odd observations, and this formula which I show you for even observations. This both for ungrouped data. Now it is the median for group data. In group data we have the formula median is equal to L plus H by F n by 2 minus C. What is L? L is the lower class boundary. Which lower class boundary? In which the median is contained. And H is the width or interval of the class in which the median is located. And n by 2. N is the sum of F. We have calculated n by 2. This is the middle value. And from this value, we will calculate the lower class boundary and frequency of the data as well, and along with its cumulative frequency. Let's do some example of this group data. You will clearly understand what is this formula and how can it apply to the question. ये क्वेश्चन है आपके पास जिसमें मीडियन हमने ग्रुप डेटा के लिए करना है। यहाँ क्लासेस हैं और एफ दिया हुआ है। सबसे पहले आपको इस डेटा पे कुछ वर्क करना है। क्या करना है? क्लासेस की क्लास बाउंड्रीज बना लेनी है। क्लास बाउंड्रीज कैसे बनेंगी कि लोअर क्लास लिमिट में 0.5 हम माइनस करेंगे और अपर क्लास लिमिट में 0.5 हम ऐड कर देंगे। जैसे 86 में से 80.5 माइनस किया तो 85.5, अपर लिमिट में 0.5 ऐड किया तो 90.5, ये क्लास बाउंड्री। इसी तरह नेक्स्ट 91 में से 0.5 माइनस 90.5, 95 ऐड किया 95.5, in 96 95.5, this becomes the class boundary. Frequency is given and class cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency is the sum of frequencies, individual sum of the frequencies in each classes. The first value is 6 written here and the other value 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 becomes 10. Then take this 10 values and take this value 10 becomes 20, and this 20 is added in other next value 6 becomes 26, and this 26 added in 3 which becomes 29, and 29 added will be in the next value 1 which becomes 30. And here the point for your verification and this is a checkpoint. This 30, because these all values are the sum of these frequencies and this frequencies, this is also the sum of this frequency, it should be same. This is the checkpoint. Okay, now you are using the formula for median. Median formula is L plus H by F n by 2 minus C. In these equations, we first find only the values n by 2. This is our first step to solve the median. N is here 30. 30 by 2, it becomes 15. Now this 15 values we see in cumulative frequency, where it is lie. Is it lie in this? No, no, no. Yes. Here n is lie because our values is 15 and 15 is lie in the range of 20. This values contains from values 1 to 20 and the 15 is lie in this range. Here we saw this lie, here lie our n by 2 which is 15. The corresponding values of this here in F is our F and this is our lower class limit. L is 95.5. H is the interval. H is the interval. What is the interval in this group? This is 5. And you also noted that the interval is same in all classes, which is 5. And F is 10. And C, the previous value where the n by 2 lie, the previous value is called C, the cumulative frequency. Okay, this is called 10. And now you take all these values and put in the formula. L is 95.5, H is 5, F is 10 and n by 2 is 15 and C is 10. After solving this, you use here the Damas rule. First you calculate the bracket, after that multiplication and division, and then plus addition, you will get the median. This is simple. Another example is here, that discrete group data. Here the data is discrete, or it is the data is group data. The number of balls 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you see the interval of these values is only 1 and there is no class interval. After 0 there is 1 value and 2 value, and we have to calculate this observations is like here the number of balls and this is F. You calculate cumulative frequency and put the median formula n by 2, n plus 1 divided by 2th value. Here n is sum of F, this is the 26 value. Now you equal to this is the 13.5 value, and 13.5 is lies in 14. In 14 here is F and this is 2. This 2 is our median. This type of data is a discrete type of data. This is also an example to find the median. Now there is the properties of median. If a constant A is added to n observations mean generalized form x1 x2 up to xn, then the median is also added by all the observations. If it is both properties are included for addition, and this is added and multiplied to the observations. The next property is that the sum of absolute deviations. In previously we learned that sum of deviations from mean is equal to 0. Here the absolute sum means x minus x, it is for mean so it is the bar, and it is for median so it is in curvy features, and sum of absolute. Absolute means these values taken only positive values. If it have something some values in negative in this absolute, it become positive after solving this. The sum of absolute deviations from median is minimum. For a symmetrical distribution, median is equidistant from their third quartile. And for quartile, I will also discuss in today's topic the quantiles in which we studies three things. One is the quartile, and the other is the deciles, and the third one is the percentiles. When we study this, you will understand this symmetrical distribution of median. Equidistance from the third quartile means the third quartile is the lower quartile and q1 is the upper quartile, and the median is lie in both, or you can say the center quartile is also median. We will learn it in detail now. And it is the merits and advantages of median. It is quick to find, it is easy to understand, and it is rarely calculated, and it is a graphic location. It's easy, it is not affected by extreme values. It gives good results of the study in the qualitative measurements. And it is also appropriate averaging for highly skewed distribution. When we will discuss skewness, you will learn how this average is highly skewed. And so it's more than enough. You may only learn 5 to 6 properties, it is enough for you. And demerits, it is not rigidly defined, it is not based on all observation, it is not capable for further mathematical treatment. For example, the median of the two sets, we cannot find the combined mean of the sets, okay. And it cannot give the correct total when multiplied by the number of items, and it is not necessary to arrange the values. It is necessary, the first point, that it is necessary to arrange the values. If you will not arrange the values in an array, your median will be incorrect. And median is the more likely be affected by the fluctuations of sampling than arithmetic mean. More than enough, you will do only 4 to 5 advantages and disadvantages. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, now we are discussing the topic quantiles here. The quantiles is same as like median, which shows the position of the observation relative to the other data is called quantiles or fractiles. Just like median, median is also shows the middle position of an arrayed data. You remember that median for ungrouped data was n plus 1 divided by 2th value, and for group data it was L plus H by F n by 2 minus C. These are the two formulas for ungrouped data, and for group data is for median, and the median should be solved after arranging the data either in ascending or descending order. Now we are studying here quantiles. Quantiles has three different positions. First is called the quartiles, the second one is the deciles, and third one is the percentiles. As you know from the name, quartiles mean this is the something fourth part of the data which is divided the data. Data should be arranged. This data divide the arrayed data into 4 equal part is called quartiles. Similarly, divide the arrayed data into 10 equal part is called deciles, and the arrayed data divide into 100 equal part is called percentiles. Now we are discussing here the both formulas for ungrouped and grouped data for quartile, decile, and as well for percentiles. In quartiles, the group for ungrouped data, this formula has a slight difference. In median you did it with n plus 1 divided by 2, because this is the middle position. The data is divided into 2 equal parts. Here the data is divided into 2 equal parts. And in quartiles, the data is divided into 4 equal parts. So it is divided by 4. Q1 is also called the lower quartile. And Q2, when you will solve Q2, it become median. Just look the formula. This 2 when cancel out with this one, this n plus 1 divided by 2 becomes median. Okay, now you come to know that Q2 is also a median, and Q3, the 3 is multiplied by this factor n plus 1 divided by 4, we get the upper quartile, which is also called, the third quartile is also called the upper quartile of the data. Similarly, for the group data, Q1 L plus H by F n by 4 minus C, like in median we did it with n by 2, and here we will do it with n by 4 minus C. And for quartile 3 L, because it is 3, so 3 is multiplied with this factor 3 n by 4 minus C, it becomes quartile 3, the upper quartile. This one is the lower quartile for the group data, and Q2 is the median, because after solving Q2 we get the value of median and quartile 2 are the same. We have some other examples here. This is the ungrouped data, and first we array the data. When we arrange this data, we get what's the position, where is the position of quartile. Here they are asking for the quartiles, so we solve it for Q1, Q2 and Q3. Q1 is n plus 1 divided by 4th value, and Q1 n is the 5, so 5 plus 1 divided by 4, it becomes 1.5 value. 1.5 means first value. 0.5 is a decimal point right here, because it is the first value, so we take the second value and minus it from the first value, we got the Q1. Similarly, Q2 is the median, and Q3 solve like this. Okay, and for group data is similarly like the median. We take the class boundaries of this class interval and the cumulative frequency, then solve this Q1 L plus H by F n by 4 minus C. First we calculate n by 4th term. This becomes 7.5 values. Then we saw same like median, and we calculate these values from the data and solve it. Similarly, Q2 is the median. If you solve the median already, you can write here, no need to find the second quartile, because second quartile is equal to median if you already solve the median. Then the third quartile is similarly 3n by 4. You solve it first, then find your class where the third quartile locate, and the corresponding value is L3 and other. You will solve this. And decile is the arrayed data, which is divided into 10 equal parts. This is similarly like quartiles, just we write here the n by 4, instead of n by 4 we write n by 10. Here first, second, third, fourth and up to 9 quartiles. Similarly, the position of D5 will become median, as D5 will become n plus 1 divided by 10th, because it is the 5th position, so 5 is multiplied by here. When 5 is cancelled out with this, it becomes n plus 1 divided by 2th term, which is equal to median. Similarly, for group data it is called L plus H by F, 5n by 10 minus C. When 5 cancel out this one, it becomes median. So we do some examples here related to deciles. Here these are the formulas for group and ungrouped data both. And now we have one example is here, in which we find D7 and D3. D7 is similarly like we first arrange the data. When you ordered the data, then find the D7, which is for ungrouped data, n plus 1 divided by 10. 7 is multiplied by this term, because 7 is the decile which we are going to solve. When we solve this, become 21.7, and 21.7 means there's the 21st value 0.7, this is the decimal point, and because it was the 21st values, we take the next preceding value, which is the 22nd, and 22nd minus the preceding value, which is 21st. Here I think here is 101, which was the 21st value, and 22nd value was is here 101. We solve is this like that it is not so difficult, you can solve it by yourself. And now some examples are here for group data. This is same like median, quartiles and deciles, and further for percentiles. You just take the class boundary of class intervals and frequency. From frequency you calculate the cumulative frequency. After solving this table, you got sum of f is equal to 30, and you are solving here for example d7 or d5. Okay, in d7 you just multiply this term 7n divided by 10, solve this value first. You got 21st value here. The 21st value is lie in this column 26. The corresponding class boundary 100.5 is L, and F is 6, and C is 20. Okay, just this values put in this, and D5 I'm solving here D5 here. As I showed it before to you, this becomes median. Okay, now you come to know median is equal to Q2, and Q2 is equal to D5. Similarly, on the same page, same routine type, arrayed data into 100 equal parts, which is called the percentiles. And percentiles, just divide this part n by plus 1 divided by 100 for P2, and plus divided by 100. Similarly, for P50 is 50 into n plus 1th divided by 100th value. It becomes n plus 1 divided by 2th value, which is median. So simple. And similarly for group data, and these here are some examples. Same class boundary, cumulative frequency, and solve is P10, now P25, P50. Okay, this is very simple and easy to understand. I think you can solve all the questions by yourself. And here is the some little point for your MCQ type or short answer questions, you can say. What's the graphical representation? Graphical representation means how you will represent the median, quartile, deciles and percentiles on graph paper. The graph paper, when you will show these values on graph paper, it will this cumulative frequency show, make the terms polygon or Ujjayi. It will make the polygon or Ujjayi. This polygon are like this type shape, like this shape. This shape will make by the, this is the graphical representations of median, percentiles, deciles, and hope you can understand of these quantiles positions of the data basically, which is divided into 2, 4th, 10th or 100 part of the observations. Please solve all these related questions on your notebooks and send me inbox me in all these questions in your notebooks, and send me inbox me. And if you have any problem related these questions, you feel free to ask me. And stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.